Welcome everyone. It's been a while, but I'm back with a new video. We are still in the May-June trading plan, actually. So that means that we're still striving to reach those targets that we set 1.5 months ago. We can debate about setting financial targets or focusing on the process. I'm a big believer in focusing on the process. But then again, setting goals can also give you direction in where what you're looking for in the market for the coming period. So for now, check the other videos in the trading plan to get some more information about the trading plan. I am assuming in this video that you already are following the plan and the things we did. One of the things is the Euro Swiss franc. We have been making some money in this range, in this uptrend. Then it turned around and I actually got out of this, and I somewhat I didn't trade it to the downside. Why? I don't know. Because I don't know. I wasn't considering this one to the short side. But just last week, I always watch the trades I normally take, so I skipped the short side, and with the break of this trend line, which was a resistance for quite some time, with the break and the retest of this moving average and the very strong huge bullish bar, this was information for me to start looking at this one again. Looks like a reversal to me, because of the reasons I just said. I pointed out divergence was already on the RSI, so I was watching this one closely. After the rally, price came back around this area over here, which is quite obvious why. It acted as a support to two tests, and it took off again last Friday. Here it was resistance for quite some time. Here it was support, so this is a very obvious area where price should have reacted, and it did. I entered some long positions around here, so it's nice to see that those started running just by the end of the week. It's a bit premature, but let's see where this will go. Let's draw in the first trend line over here. So how am I looking at this? How am I trading this? Like I said, I entered around here because of the pullback and the very obvious support. I went long already, and I'm looking for this one to actually break this resistance for now, move a little bit higher, and take my profits around I think about 109 and 100. I'm not expecting a really strong rally right away. I would consider taking new positions if this one edges up a little bit and comes back to this resistance, to this support line again. For now, this for me is just the beginning of a new phase, a new move up. So this is quite an interesting time to get into this trade. You can trade it as a swing trader. Then my previous entry over here and a close around here would be the first swing. Take your profits over there. When it comes back, re-enter, take another profit over there. Swing trade. If you think the price will move within this range for some time, just take your entries, maybe long, maybe short, both ways, and very clear where price is and where your stops should be. I really want to emphasize this. If you want to trade in long term, long haul, it's like this. When I enter a trade, a thing I watch, if I enter over here and I expect price to be to exit over here, of course that's a move, and it's pretty, there's a big opportunity that price will continue to move higher in the coming week, for example. But looking at this move from here to here, and where do I protect my position? Risk reward. I know a lot of people talk about risk reward. It's not easy to understand risk reward, because a lot of people, there's a lot of emotions in trading, so you quite often skip those rules for yourself. For me, if price goes up and it will come down around this area. This would be a potential new area for me to enter a position. This would be my stop loss. Why? Because if this level breaks, it was a very important support, like I pointed out earlier. If this level breaks, then we will see a lower low, and we want to see higher lows and higher highs. So this is, I have to set a stop around here. So this would be my area to where I want to enter and where I want to exit. Keep in mind that this will tell you how big of a position you can take. If you are willing to take price over here, then you have a smaller stop loss and you can take maybe a bigger position. It's all up to your own risk management in that way, but this tells you how big of a position you can take. If you want to risk 500 euros on a trade, enter a position which will leave you with a minus 500 if this level breaks. I would put it a little below this level, but you catch my you know what I'm saying. Then again, you have to see that maybe let's look in the past. I think when I look at the past, this was a level where price had some trouble penetrating, so it will in the future have trouble penetrating it again. This is a good setup. This is a good risk reward. If you trade, if this is your golden rule, always trade 1 to 2 minus, minimal 1 to 2. If you get stopped out, you have a small loss. If you let your positions run, it's very important. Don't take your profit around here because price hovers below this resistance or something. Execute the plan, sit on your hands, enter where you should enter with the right position size, exit if the plan doesn't work. It's part of trading. Accept taking a loss, and accept also that you have to let your positions ride. In this case, this is great risk reward. If all your trades, everything that you pick with a proper technical analysis basis is like this, you can have a lot of losses, which you won't probably, because your technical analysis skills should be in place, should be okay. If you trade like this, you're safe, if you ask me. You can lose a lot of times, which most of the time you will take quite some losses, but one loss you have to one take profit, you're safe to take 3 losses in this setup, and you're still in the game. So this one is just shifted, taking this one all the way up to whatever it will go. Let's see if we, well, there is quite some room also. You can also enter right now and let it run. This is obviously a great risk reward, so why shouldn't you? You can also use a 1 take profit, a 2nd take profit, and a 3rd take profit. A lot of possibilities. I don't know, and I can judge for you how you set up your trades, but I'm just pointing out some ideas that I have. What else do we got? We have 2 weeks left this month, so there is a target, and that's a financial target. I'm going to focus on the process like I showed you just now. Maybe it's interesting to see on the bigger picture that this is coming from on a bigger time frame from a downside move, and is now making a new move to the upside. So on the bigger time frame, this is also a area where we are seeing some reversal. I don't know how it looks on the weekly because we have that strange bar from the past, but this is the setup for now. There are some interesting and some important resistances. Maybe we should draw this one on right now, because price will most definitely have a big reaction coming from there. So manage your risk, Euro, Swiss franc. Then we have another one. This is a beautiful setup. The Australian New Zealand dollar. This is the weekly chart, so we see that this was a demand zone. Price came in the demand zone a couple of times and started moving back to the upside. Just now price moved into this area again and also touched this trend line, so price is taking off to the other side for 2 weeks now. This is the daily chart. The daily chart is not really giving me any information, except for of course for this strong bullish bar, but this is not really giving me the information I'm looking for just now. I took my trade on the 4-hour chart. We had a sharp decline for quite some time. We saw a strong bullish bar on the 4-hour over here, which indicated that price did not want to be here. Then we had the first pullback, and this gave us our first higher low, and afterwards it gave us a higher high. So talking price action, this is actually exactly what I'm looking for in trading. This was the start of a trend up. Price hovered around this area for some time, looking for confirmation to move again. This was a critical area because we started to see some lower lows on this time frame, which indicated that price was turning. But we see those pin bars over here. Price did not want to be any lower, and we saw this huge strong bull move, which also was because of some data that came out in Australia. Don't know what it was, don't care what it was. Actually, I see in price action, technical analysis, I see the strong bullish bar, so price is moving up. So this is a reversal that's has made quite a move. Gives us some interesting, some nice confirmation. So maybe we should redraw this one like this. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next week. I'm long already. Talking in price action, I think I entered around here. My stop loss is actually below these lows. I think my stop loss is a little bit lower because I saw the trend line already and this low as well. So this is a pretty big stop loss. Well, that's no problem because, like I just explained, to me this is a stop loss that it gives me information about how big my lot size can be. So I'm already in. I am looking to re-enter some more to scale into this one even bigger. For that I need price to move a little bit lower, or I think touch of this trend line or this previous resistance area a little bit lower, and I'm ready to go. I will switch to the daily chart to give you guys an indication of where this one could go. Of course, it could go back to the top. There are quite some resistances and support areas from the past we should be watching, but I don't have to explain that this is the right time to really start loading into this one and ride it out. I'm not gonna. You don't have to be a trading technical genius to see what the opportunity in this one is. So that being said, this is one of my favorite setups from last week, which I am looking to scale in even further on the way up. Then we have some. This is an interesting one. The NASDAQ fell down pretty fast because I think it was Goldman Sachs or some investment company, bank, whatever, that made an analysis about the FANG stocks. FANG stands for the Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google stocks, which are pretty strong, and that indicated that price that those were people were too optimistic about those stocks, which caused a huge sell-off in the market. Exactly the same pattern in the NASDAQ, same pattern in the FANG stocks, but the same pattern in the Shopify trade as well. Also, Shopify just reached the 100, so price will react around a round number, of course. So that combination of factors gave us this move. Price came all the way back down here, so this is also an important area. But we see a strong bullish bar. Price did not want to break the lows, not ready yet to take on lower lows. Let's switch to the 4-hour chart to give you some more view on that. So it moved away pretty aggressively. It's now trading back above the moving average again as well. So let's see how this trend line will hold up. This could be a interesting setup for to re-enter longs with a great risk reward, of course. Let me point that out. If you enter here, your stop should be around here, and we will be going up. Great risk reward. Same story on previous trades. This is the magic thing. You should use this in trading. If you use this, don't let your losers run. Let your winners run. Don't, you know, I can get into money management for hours. I'm not going to do that right now, but this is really what you should be looking at. I share a lot of trading ideas on Instagram as well. Sometimes I have great constructive conversations with people in the private chat or in the comments below a setup. Quite often people get pretty frustrated or pretty mad about certain setups for some reason. They see this, for example, and they say, "Are you crazy? How can you trade this to the long side? This is definitely going to the downside. A sharp drop like this, blah 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 blah." I agree. This could be a setup for a longer term correction over the summer, of course. So going the other way around is an opportunity as well, of course, as long as you use this kind of setups. So if you are willing to enter around here, because you have a quite opposite idea, I think this area around here is also a support area. So I could go short as well. My stop would be over here, and my first take profit would be around here or maybe around here. So this is also a setup. Same thing. The thing is, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you are convinced this is a short trade, take it to the short side. Personally, after the rally we've seen in this stock this year, I think there is still strong momentum to the upside, even though we are seeing some divergence on the daily chart, but you know, some interesting stuff on here. Maybe it's interesting to put on a 200-day moving average. I think that will give us a, where is that guy? Moving average, here it is. Let's give this bad boy another color, purple, and I want it to be a little thicker, and the input not 9, but I want this one to be a 200-day moving average on the close. So this one is quite obviously trending to the upside, based on this, of course. But for now, just to give you guys a better understanding of this risk reward concept. Same thing, this stop is a little bigger than this stop, and this particular example. So if I would go in with one whole lot for this one, I would go in for half a lot, because my stop point is further away, and this would give me, for example, 100 euros loss, and this one would give me 100 euros loss as well, because that's the percentage I want to risk in every single trade. So because of the lot size that's smaller over here, bigger over here, the stops that is further away and less further away over here, that will give me the same risk, the same loss if things turn out the other way around. But personally, that's one last thing I should mention. This could be a nice area to re-enter to the upside, but don't forget, it's almost summer. June is almost over. Corrections in the markets are coming in the summer period, and of course we have this drop. We're looking for the first new high to come, and the first new low, if the low will be around this trend line, and the high will hover around here. You know, that's the first higher high, lower low again. Then we enter. For now, I don't do anything, but you know, price action, risk reward, very important. One last thing, I'm talking to you guys for 19 minutes now, I see. Oil, US oil. What happened over here? Let me see. Let's first switch to the weekly. Of course, oil has been in a downtrend for quite some time, and it looks like it is moving back up again. It's trading below the moving average. That's quite obvious. This is the weekly chart. So on the weekly we are moving to the upside. As you can see, price is the 42 is a very important area, but as you can see on the daily chart, current price is at a very important area as well. That is this area. If this one breaks, then we have another low. So that's interesting to see what will happen over there. Let's switch to the 4-hour chart and get some structure in this one. Fibonacci 78.6, past 78.6. It's near the low of last time on a bigger time frame. This is not telling me anything yet, so I need some structure. When this happened, I saw a low, I saw a high, then I saw these lows again. So I thought maybe price is bottoming out over here. If I see a higher high as well, then I am ready to go. I wanted to see a break of this 200-day moving average as well, but that didn't happen. Price turned around and actually broke this support level and started selling off. This was also a reaction on higher inventories than expected. I think this is the same thing. Price push price lower. Some indecision, consolidation for a while, and we had another push lower, and now we're in this market. So the thing we are watching is we have to see a high, maybe a low, and then we can go off. So oil, not ready. I'm not ready trading this at all. If I would be entering, this is that important descending trend line. So there is quite some room back to the upside if it happens right now. So if we get some structure here, some pattern to enter a high, there's quite some room to the upside. Let's see what happens over here. Let's put in some more trend lines, because these guys connect quite well too. Maybe something like this. This looks like a trend line as well. Let's give it the same color. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. One touch, two touch, three touches. It looks like price is has reached a bottom. 100%, almost 100% retracement. So that should be an indication. It is also touching this descending trend line, this support that actually looks like support. I think maybe on a bigger time frame, maybe we can draw it like this. This was a trend line that obviously got broken. Don't really see a supportive trend line on this area. Don't look for it too hard because it loses its meaning. So this is the 4-hour chart. Again, zoom in a little bit. This I need some structure. I know oil was one of the picks I had for the May-June trading plan. For now, this is it. One really last one I want to share with you. You have to look at this one. Finally, been watching this for a year now. IBM had a rough year. It had a rough period overall. This is the weekly chart, so it's been going down for quite some while. Started trending to the upside, and then some little bit disappointing numbers came out, and also Mr. Warren Buffett expressed his lack of confidence in IBM, and is pulling off quite some shares, and price even dropped further. So then price came into this area where we saw this support, we saw this huge almost 100% retracement. Price started consolidating. You can see that on the daily chart. This was quite some time. You can see it on the 4-hour chart as well, of course. Consolidation, and then finally last week it broke this 154 area pretty strong. fell back, retested it, and is looking to make some new attempt to go higher into this 58 area, where price most obviously will react again. But this is this was bottoming out of price. It looks like IBM is ready to switch things around, move to the upside. Don't forget that the NASDAQ sold off last week, and IBM did quite the opposite. So it looks like all the sellers are out of IBM, a lot of them, and some bulls are getting in. I entered to the upside. Of course, I entered long. Let's switch to the daily chart once again. If I show you guys this and you start getting the concept of risk reward, I took this break. Of course, this trade idea does not work if we break these lows. So this is my ultimate stop. So the 150 is my stop. This is the first, so it's a 1-to-2 ratio, almost 1-to-1. Sorry, but I am really prepared to ride this one out all the way back up. So this is crazy risk reward. Get in big and ride it. You know, manage your stop. If you can take 500 loss, go in with a whole lot. 5 points lower, you're out. But this move up will give you thousands of euros, dollars, or whatever you trade in. So IBM long-term trend trade back up, great setup. That's it for now. I'm gonna cut this video off. I hope you guys have a great last 2 weeks in June, and I hope you guys finish with a nice profit as well. Bye.